I'm gonna hunt you down and I'm gonna kill you.
Well, you know what? I look forward to that, then. It's a game. What, you like games, don't you? Mousetrap, Monopoly, Naked Twister. This one's called 12 Rounds.
12 Rounds was developed by myself and the writer Dan Kunka, along with Mark Gordon. Dan and I, we sat outside my office.
And I just had a notebook, and we were just sort of throwing around ideas, and we'd scribble things out.
And he had this idea about this prison break.
A guy was gonna break out of prison, and then he was gonna come, and he was going to get revenge on the cop that put him there. Then once we had that, it was a matter of trying to find a good hook. And we were sort of brainstorming, and I was like, well, how do we make this sort of fresh? And I was just saying, it'll be sort of like a boxing rematch. We'll do it in 12 hours, and right down at the bottom, I just wrote down 12 rounds. This is all we had. That's all we started with, and then we just took that, went forward, and came up with the rounds, and developed the story.
So glad you
Thank you.
had the idea.
Framed this up and gave this to Josh because he was so nice to meet with a young writer and do that kind of thing, so I thought this was really cool to see where it all started. It's just kind of amazing to see the whole ripple effect of what the words on paper can sort of bring.
Going through NOPD firearm training was awesome. A day and a half, 2 days at the range, just learned how to fire a weapon like a police officer.
With John, I was trying to teach him our techniques. Started with the bare basics. The trick to it is wherever that hand needs to be, up there. Gotcha. I had him shoot from different positions, standing, kneeling, shooting from behind cover. Ready? Fire!
He was a natural. He was nailing targets. Even the instructor was like, John could join the force if he wanted to.
If all my shooters were as good as him, my job would be great.
I really got a newfound respect for officers of the law, through the training they have to go through, the accuracy they need to even be considered.
Amazing.
A good teacher right here. I don't know how much of it translated to 12 rounds, just because a lot of it needs to be Hollywood, so not all the tactics are going to be approved by NOPD. My apologies, guys. We're making movies.
Considering what I saw, I think he would be very convincing.
On the ground.
And hopefully he will remember what I had told him.
Police, out of the car! This is the quote-unquote hero car for 12 rounds.
Hey, watch it!
That car is a 1973 Chevy Camaro 350 LT. This is a 350 V8 with a 2-barrel and a single exhaust and a 3-speed reverse lockout on the floor, which means this thing was not meant to go fast, but it was meant to look good. The factory Z28 spoiler. The brown paint is either something you love or hate. Coolest thing about this car right here is the round rear tail lights. With the reverse snuck right in between. When you kick it in reverse, these lights clear arm. This car is a time capsule, but they had to make it look cooler by painting it silver and putting black stripes on it. This on screen is gonna look like it kicks ass. To see all the badging there, to see it with the stock rims, everything that needs to be with this car to keep it original is there. Dude, this thing is how it was in '73. So me being a car guy, I lost my mind to see that everything was still there. And we're gonna get to trash it here on the movie. For a guy who appreciates muscle cars, this is a pretty good find. God help this thing though when I get it out there.
I do a lot of research for my films. I storyboarded all the action sequences, which means I drew them and planned them very, very carefully where the camera is going to be and how I'm going to cover these situations.
Before we started shooting, we storyboarded every scene, all taken care of in our heads already.
Did a lot of research, took a lot of reference pictures from other movies, from photography, from paintings, from magazine articles, whatever I could find.
Get back! I walked into his office day one, and it was psychopathically plastered with pictures. And I'm not talking like a little stream, I'm talking floor to ceiling of the movie. He is so hell-bent on what he wants, knows how to use his time right, is completely prepared. He is on the ball.
With the crew, I show these pictures and do these big layouts of every sequence, and I say, this is how this sequence should feel and look. Storyboards are a guideline that makes me feel very safe. I know that those wonderful, crazy ideas that I might have had, they are on film.
This movie was really shot in a very aggressive commando style. We chose the crew very carefully so that we would have people who can work on the go and as they are running.
Action.
So it was almost like combat photography, and we're just trying to get on film what's happening.
The pace of the movie was fantastic. It was go, 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 fast, 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 get a bunch of stuff done. They basically got 150 days worth of filming done in 51 days.
Some scenes to get the right shot, it got pretty challenging.
At this location where this old freighter is, old abandoned dock, we wanted to put a camera up in a high place so that it would look like it's being surveilled from way up. We found a dock crane. I looked up and said, let's get a camera up in there.
It turned out that you can get a camera guy there because of insurance reasons, because of the crane and blah, blah, blah. So I was able to get the actual crane operator to become a camera operator.
Sent that thing up with him in it and a little light, and he spent the evening basically in there doing shots for us.
For a moment, crane operator was a camera operator.
Now he gets a film credit on a movie. Big.
The BMW crashing into the boat was a sequence that we came up with because we wanted to do something different. When he starts chasing this BMW on a foot chase, he's cutting through houses and cutting across this neighborhood.
Subject's headed towards the marina.
And we were trying to devise something different, a way to him to stop it. He's lost his gun along the way. The BMW is trying to get back to the bridge. Rennie and I discussed about doing something different, put him near a marina since we're going near the water. Have him unattach a boat.
This is one of my favorite stunts in the movie. He'll push this boat with its trailer down the hill. At the last second they see the boat, but it's too late.
Get out of the way.
But tell me it's gonna be big. All I know is I hope that boat goes in a billion pieces.
And the original idea was it was going to go into a trailer.
So don't be alarmed, it's gonna look violent.
But just don't hit the Finnish flag, okay? That'll be unpatriotic.
We went out, we tested the stunt, the car took off and flew forever. Now on the day,
Action, John.
the boat itself was just a slightly different boat.
The resistance was a little bit different with this boat than it was with the boat that we used in the rehearsal. We got a little more height through the air.
It didn't land quite exactly the way it was expected to land. We thought it would end up upside down.
And instead of rolling all the way over into the trailer, it landed on its wheel.
Which was much better for the rest of the sequence. It was much easier to deal with actors getting out of it.
Had it gone the way we planned, it actually would have been a problem. I think we got very lucky.
It was one of those sort of happy accidents that the stunt actually worked better than we had expected.
Daniel Fisher.
Trying to build the world's most dominant pug. He's going through a bulking phase.
As we were working on the script, I said, guys, we gotta give John and Ashley a dog. There's not very many scenes in the movie where you establish that these are good people. You give somebody a dog, you know they are good people. And I told John that I was planning to get a dog for his character, and he said, what kind of a dog? And I said, a pug. It's like, what? A pug? I just felt that that kind of a dog would look so cute next to John. John is this big, huge guy, and this little pug would be just amazing.
So you gotta get permission from the old lady and the dog now to come to work?
Just the dog. He is the world's most dominant pug. He definitely stole the show.
Little Shorty the pug, I love him. His name's George in real life.
George here is one of my favorite actors. The only problem with George is it's sometimes hard to get him to come out of the trailer because he likes to prepare.
George took the role so seriously. I did a lot of rehearsals with him, talked about his character to him.
He is just a perfect actor.
And George turned out to be amazing. He's always looking the right way, doing the right thing, and I think the audience will really like him a lot.
George stole the screen, and stole everyone's heart. I was left in the dust, holding a pug.
The movie is a little bit of a demolition derby. Many times you want those shots of the car coming right at you and hitting the camera. And for that, you usually use these cameras called IMOs.
IMOs are basically cameras designed to take a hit. They're in a housing, and it allows us to get a camera close to things that are much too dangerous for human beings. On this movie, 12 Round, there's so much action going on. I think we run over 2 or 3 IMOs with fire trucks and different vehicles.
You don't actually break the camera when you hit it, but we still did, as you would see here. The car just hits the camera like that, and there's nothing you can do about it.
That was awesome. Worked out great. Even clipped the IMO camera, so got a great shot there.
The film's all right.
Then we had one sequence also where we broke expensive cameras.
Yes, it's our last night here in New Orleans, and we are going to finish it in style by blowing up a helicopter.
And the effects guy said, like, yeah, it's totally safe. There's no way the helicopter is going to fall. But I placed the camera in a little bit of an angle, so it wasn't absolutely directly under the helicopter. And it blows up, and it fell. And everybody went like, oh my God.
Wasn't even close to the camera.
I wasn't going to ruin one more camera. We had ruined enough at that point. But I just wanted to get the really cool shot looking right up at it as it's blowing up.
Helicopter explosion. No big deal.
Ready? And action!
Rennie has this device, which is an amplified speaker through the sound department, which he calls the voice of God. I refer to it as the VOG. As much as I respect Rennie Harlan, I can't necessarily worship Rennie Harlan as much as he would want me to.
You don't want to look wimpy.
Movie set is a very noisy place. There are, a couple of hundred people there doing their business.
Move! Get out of the way! Out of the way! Move!
So, a few films ago, I started using a microphone system where I have a microphone, so I can speak pretty calmly and normally, yet everybody can hear it.
Action! I want more gun. And cut. Brilliant.
So if you're down the road, half a mile and he says action, you can hear it.
Action!
You know what it is? It's clear. Everybody can hear him and everybody knows what he's doing.
Done. Thank you.
Main thing is that it works and people understand and hear what's going on.
And bang! And cut. Brilliant. Done. Thank you.
As the streetcar goes towards the carnival, me and Special Agent Santiago roll out, pop to our feet. Police car goes into a power station, cuts off the power station, then run after the streetcar.
We chased the streetcar down Canal Street. I took off. And I looked back, and John was like 20 feet behind me.
Gans has this illusion that he is this really fast runner, but nobody is a faster runner than John. I actually thought that guys like John, who are physically built, can't run that fast, but John proved me wrong. There's several scenes in the movie where he is running like an Olympic sprinter. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, but I'm faster than he is. I am. See, you're laughing, but I'm faster than he is. And if you don't believe me, you can ask him and you can ask Rennie Harlan.
This is the legit story because I don't care. I'm supposed to be slow. On the first take, I'm 3 car lengths behind him because I'm on the other side of the car. He's close to the streetcar.
Gons kept leading before John. Gons is cheating and taking a head start.
Get ahead of him. Okay.
So I had to trick him in one scene. I said,
ready, action. On ready, I already want you in the carnival, which means I've already done a 300-yard sprint and Gons is in the dust. I take my roll and I'm gone. And on action,
I look up and I'm thinking he's going to be behind me, and he's 20 feet in front of me.
And he is left in the dust.
We're right behind us. And they had to keep letting him go before me because I run a faster 40 than he does.
If Gons thinks that he can run faster than John, let's put them on a line and see, because I don't think so.
We may have to settle like men and take it to the track, but on the silver screen, it'll certainly look like I got the legs and he doesn't. The final fight scene is pretty cool because there's only one fight scene in the movie, and this is it.
It takes place in a medevac helicopter.
We are at the top of University Hospital here in New Orleans, and we have some pretty exciting stunts here.
I'm learning that it's good to put the stuntmen to work, but I've certainly been involved in whatever I can do.
First off, anytime you're dealing with helicopters, it's dangerous. They kind of defy physics. Strapping 2 guys onto a helicopter and doing a fight on the skid of a helicopter, and then inside the helicopter with the door open as the helicopter's spinning around and making moves is very dangerous.
He's on the skid, and then Miles comes out to see what the heck is going on.
The fact that John Cena is a lot bigger than me, I do think about when I work out ways of playing some of these scenes.
You have a 260-pound guy who is a sports entertainer for a living, and then you have Aidan, who is a tried and true actor, and it's a mismatch on papers, but because of the element and because Miles is such a smart guy, it really all does work out.
It's not unrealistic. You don't have to be the same size as your opponent to get in a fight with him. You know, who knows who's going to win.
I'm not sure when you watch that scene who you believe's in control of that scene. And then you shoot it, you can't help but go, he's an even match. And I think it's because of his smarts.
He's obviously got a number over me in terms of muscle and size and weight and experience, but Miles has his own slick and quick lethal moves. A lot of the moves that I will employ in this fight are quite opportunistic. There's a lot of stuff in medical helicopters that you can use in a fight. There's like syringes and scalpels and defibrillators and bottles of alcohol and cords and stuff. I take advantage of pretty much everything I lay my hands on.
Using the props that are available within this emergency helicopter does give Miles somewhat of an upper hand.
There's a level that he's willing to go that you're not. That's a powerful thing. That's the thing that scares all of us. And I think that's the thing that Aidan brings to it.
It's really an innovative fight, a realistic deal. I think that was the whole key to making the fight work, making it real.
Perfect. Great job. Thank you.
She's a really, really, really sexy kisser.
Our kiss was pretty heated. It was actually the first scene that we shot. So it was like, hi, nice to meet you. Let's make out. So that was fun.
No, I think I suggested that, didn't I? The making out. No, it was in the script.
It's the first time you see me and he's just killed 2 guys in the background, and we don't waste any time getting at it. Pretty twisted, but sexy.
Just part of another day at the office.
The smile on my face. I got to smooch John Cena. It was awesome.
Oh, sweet.
We probably did it 30 times. Kissed 30 times.
Fantastic kisser. My God, fantastic kisser.
I heard he was slipping Rennie 20s to keep the kiss going.
not a bad gig, Kim. Maybe some fun.
Yeah, about $100 was worth it.
There may have been an exchange of funds. I'd like to think that I did the best I could, but there maybe sometimes I messed up, and we had to do it again.
You did a fine job, ladies. Fine job.
Yeah, play that back again.
You did a fine job, ladies. You did a fine job, ladies. Fine job.